have something different. We usually have some guests coming in, and this time we are doing something different. And a quick Q&A on programming. So I have a couple of questions already with me. So I got it from Quora. So since most people have asked me this in Quora, so I thought of doing something on that. So let's get started then. We have few people joined already. That's great. Great. Thanks guys for joining in. I know it's Sunday. You're enjoying your weekend. So that's great. You have joined in. So let's start then. So the first thing, you might have heard about White Hat Junior, right? So it is like coding platform for children. So they don't actually learn coding, but they have some drag and drop thing. If you have taken the course, there is a course in NPTEL which goes like this. Python in a fun way or something. I'm not sure. I remember the name properly, but it has something like that where you drag and drop the code. You drag and drop the for loop and stuff like that, and the code works. So those kind of things. But basically, the question was to him is White Hat Junior good thing, and is worth it for the money that they are spending? So no, there are a lot of people who are being hired for teaching a 7th standard student to code, 7th or 8th. I have seen ads even for a 11th for a age of 11. So they teach coding for them as well. So people charge more, so they are paid more than 30,000 for teaching them. So if you are into teaching and if you want to earn just money, then you can go for it, but I really don't recommend going there and teaching those kids. You will never learn anything. You will never learn anything. You will just be teaching what you learned. So that's it. That is as simple as it. So and coming back to White Hat Junior, it's pretty obvious that there are tons of coding platforms available. As of now, the HackerRank, HackerEarth, and LeetCode is there, and tons of people have coding challenges with them that they doesn't actually worth it. So when it comes to paid training, you don't get the sophisticated thing as you are learning something new, or you are putting your own effort and learning something. When you pay something, you have some particular time slot allotted to you, and you attend the class and get some insights and go away. So those kind of classroom teaching will not work in. That will work only for when you go to college and you study subjects. That works there. When teacher comes, explains things, you go, and that is absolutely fine. But when this time when this kind of coding things comes into play, that is everything is self-taught. So being self-taught is the most important thing nowadays. So when people try to learn something, you actually learn by yourself. That is the best way that I could suggest you guys to learn those kind of coding skills. And when it comes to White Hat Junior, it is pretty obvious that even the parents try to spend money on that. It's really hard to see that there are tons of money involved in advertisement. I can see advertisements everywhere. So when you in LinkedIn, in YouTube, and everywhere you can see the advertisements, and they are getting paid as well. So they are hiring college graduates, or if you know coding, or you are self-taught programmer, they are ready to hire, and they are ready to pay money. So those kind of things happen, but I really don't suggest going to White Hat Junior. So that is the one thing that I had to say. And White Hat Junior, not this time. We have to figure out another strategy to make money, and this is really hard, and there are a lot of criticism out there. And LinkedIn, there are tons and tons of guys who are saying like, hey, this White Hat Junior is just for making money. They don't teach kids real coding. So that is the thing that is going on as of now. So that is the first one that I would suggest or take away with this live. And the second thing, when it comes, I have few more questions, but if you have any questions, please feel free to post in the Q&A so that we will answer those. So another thing, when it comes to coding is that you are always learning thing. You will never stop learning at all. There are tons of things that comes out every 6 months, maybe 6 months, 3 months, and there are tons of new things coming up. So you have to keep yourself updated each day. So when Python 3.8 came out, and still you are using 3.7, and there are only couple of functions, or maybe 10 to 15 functions which are different from Python 3.7. But there are certain functions which, so someone writes a code in 3.8, let's say, and you're seeing that code, but you don't really actually understand the function, what actually that function does. So those are the things that you have to keep in mind, and you have to keep updating yourself. So that is the fact of coding. So when you start coding, or if you are into the career of IT, then that's the thing that you have to keep on doing. That's the only way to. So let's move that out of the way. And so the next thing is, I have a couple of another question from the Quora part. So someone asked me like, hey, how do you suggest exploring the world, not just sitting in front of a screen and do coding? So exploring things, so what actually guys you do to explore things? So let me know. So like when you get a toy, let's say when you, in your childhood days, you get a toy, and what is the first thing that you do? Like literally, you will never read the manual. I would also do the same. I would never read the manual. So what is the thing that you do? What is the actual thing that you do when you get a new toy from your uncle or aunt or someone, maybe for a birthday gift or something? What actually you do? Tell your answers in the comment. I just want to see one or two, and then we will proceed. Okay, that's absolutely fine. Okay, so what we most people do is, the problem with coding is, you if you are self-taught, you will explore a lot of things. So when you take a course, you will learn the content of the course, what the teacher or the mentor or the one who is teaching, right? He will have some experience, and he will be sharing those experience to you. So you will get only those experience, and you will get into a company. That is not a big deal of getting into a company with just couple of courses. And Coursera is something free, edX is something free, and there are tons and tons of free materials out there. You just complete a course, you get a certificate, and then companies do hire. So that is one part of coding. When it comes to exploring things, you have to build something, and the something that you build has to have a purpose. So what does a good programmer or a good designer or a developer can do is, try to build things which he is what do you call it as, you are unknown of. Let's take this Instagram live example. So you are doing, I am sitting over here and talking to you guys. So you are getting the live feed, right? So how does this work? So you need a backend server which process my video and the audio, and then it broadcasts to all the people who have joined in the live, right? So those are the things that you need to explore. So sitting in front of the screen and coding, anyone can do. There are tons of people who are doing coding and who are developing things. But so what will you do in this situation? I just want to know. So like you want a life where you sit in front of the system and code the entire day, or you want to explore things like how does Instagram work, or how does WhatsApp work, or maybe how does a Book My Show work. When you book a, maybe even Flipkart is a vast if you talk about their design pattern, it goes it is too lengthy, and trying to understand it is very, very difficult. So those are the things that you have to keep in mind when you are a developer. So I think most of the things of the question part is done. So if you have any questions you want to ask, you can put it in the comment, or else I think it's time to close. Yeah. So the coding thing is pretty difficult. I am still learning. I won't say that I am a a good programmer or an expert. I'm still learning and learning every day. So most people you know tend to learn things every day. So we have a question. So how do you see the future of remote jobs in Stack Overflow? How do you see the future of remote jobs in Stack Overflow? Watch it, Chan. Okay, so the remote work is, I really don't like it, and it is pretty difficult to sit in one place and do coding. And even when you go to office, you sit in the same place and do coding, but it is something different. You are surrounded by different people, and you can collaborate with them, you can talk with them, and no, the thing that matters is connecting with people. I really like to connect with as many people as I could. When we go to meetups, or when we go to networking dinners, something, we always try to network with people and talk a lot. So I really miss the opportunity of meeting new people, and just sitting here, it doesn't give me a value, or we don't meet new people, and we don't meet new connections. So it is pretty difficult to enrich our knowledge, and as well as do things that we haven't never thought of. So when you get a mentor, and he can help you a lot, and getting a mentor is quite difficult these days. And most people know that when you first meet them, and even when people give a handshake, they will know that why this person is approaching me. So those kind of things are there. You will learn a lot when you network with people. And coming back to the question, so I think remote jobs are just for namesake, so that doesn't help anyone. It is there, still. It is really hard. Yeah, yes, really, it's working alone is really hard. You don't get any interaction at all when you don't speak to people, or when you don't talk your problems out. And the humans are always social animals. We tend to talk to people. We need people to talk, and we need people to encourage us, we need people to motivate us. Those kind of stuffs are there. Since people, you don't have anyone around, it is pretty difficult to manage it. And even though you are coding, and it is pretty difficult to sit alone and do the work, it is pretty hard from my opinion. Okay, I think that is the only question that we had. Okay, so remote jobs, no, it's not my way, but most companies are doing this remote job, and most companies are doing it permanently. A couple of days back, I heard that Wipro is doing this work from home thing. They are extending it to next year. So next year, Wipro guys, have fun in your home, have good food, homemade food, and you can enjoy your day. And but the only thing that you will be missing is networking with people, or talking with people, and socializing is the only problem there. Otherwise, it is good. You have great food. You don't have to waste time traveling, and you don't have to waste time in unnecessary transportation fee, and you don't go here and there to get things. You have everything in your home, and you are too comfortable, and you do things in a lot efficient way, since you don't go here and there and you waste your time. And traveling is one of the difficult thing to do, and it exhausts people. So traveling, no, I don't really when people travel, I hate, like my uncle used to say, he travels more than 2 hours or 3 hours a day. So it kind of drains you out. When you come home, it kind of drains you out. You have to just go on, lie on the bed. So that is the only thought that you will be having when you travel those many hours a day. So that is really hard. Even when you have a tough day at work, and even you have to travel 1 hour, or maybe 2.5 hours after work, it is really hard, and you'll be really exhausted. And the only way to get rid of that exhaustion is just to fall asleep. So that is the difficult thing to do. So remote work kind of has pros and cons to it, both pros and cons. But I really don't see that big advantage of working in office, meeting people, and face-to-face interaction is the key to develop good products. So that is the thing that I want to say. I think that's the only question we had. Thanks for asking the question, man. I think we are done for the day. So thanks a lot, guys, for joining in. If you have any further more questions, you can DM me so that we will answer that in our next live. Okay. Until then, take care. Bye bye. See you guys in the next one.